Good morning, students. Students, this is your physics online class. This is your first class and first lecture in which we will start the chapter number 1 here. Students, as you know that the situation is there कि we can't be in school, so this is the way so that we can be in touch with your study and study material and the syllabus. So students, let's start the first chapter here first, that is physical world. Physical world. This is your chapter number 1. Chapter number 1. This is physical world. Student, this is your very small chapter, and in this chapter we will see the basic forces in nature, basic two main questions in physics, and some more topics. This is a very small chapter, I am repeating again. So first of all, in this chapter first you should know about your subject. Your subject is physics, and you should know about the physics की physics है क्या, what is the importance of physics, what makes the physics different from other subjects. So students, your subject is physics. So let's see what is physics. Students, you know that the physics is the exact science. This is the exact science. Yes, this is the exact science in which we experiences the different physical phenomena, different natural phenomena, and these natural phenomena can be expressed in terms of different relationships. Relationships means what? Relationships between the different terms, different quantities, called physical quantities also. We will see in next lectures ki what are physical quantities. But listen here, this physics gives you the exact relationship between the quantities, and the accuracy of these relationships depends upon the measurement we made, है ना? And the current progress in science and technologies, this is possible only due to the precise instruments we use in the measurements. So this is about the physics. Physics is the exact measurement science, है ना? In which we made the measurement with accuracy. So what is accuracy? What are the different measurement devices? We will see in the next chapter. But see here, this is the physics. And now in this chapter, most important topic is the first topic. Yeah, you can say start here. The natural forces in nature. In nature. Natural forces in nature. There are 4 natural forces. There are 4 main natural forces are there. First is gravitational force. Gravitational force. In class 10th you have learned about this. In class 9th I think you have learned about this force, gravitational force. Second, electrostatic force. Electrostatic force. Third is strong nuclear force. Strong nuclear force. And fourth is weak nuclear force. So these are the main 4 natural forces in nature. First is gravitational force. Let's see one by one. What are the forces? Let's see first gravitational see here, gravitational force. Students, in class 9th you have learned if there are two bodies in universe of different masses, suppose m1 and m2, and the distance between their centers is r1, so these two forces these two bodies experiences the gravitational attraction force between them. There will be attraction force called the gravitational force acting between these two bodies in universe, and this force is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the, if r is a distance, then it is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them also. Okay, so this is the first type of force in nature. Student, note down this gravitational force is the weakest force in nature. अच्छा, पहले से कंबाइन कर लें. Combining these two expressions, combining these two laws, you can say F proportion m1 m2 by r square, or F proportionality remove करके you can use the constant capital G, F equals to G m1 m2 by r square. This is also known as Newton's law of gravitation. This law is also known as Newton's law of gravitation. F equals to G m1 m2 by r square, where m1 m2 are the two masses in universe. In universe means this is the long range force. Long range force means wide range. It acts up to the maximum distance. ठीक है ना? So this is the two bodies in universe, different masses m1 m2, separated with distance r. Separated with distance means separated with their centers. This is distance r. So finally the force G m1 m2 by r square, this is the Newton's law of gravitation, and the force acting between these two is called the gravitational force. Okay, and note down, this is the weakest force. Weakest force in nature. Very important line about this topic. This is the weakest force in nature. Nature में just we have defined there are four types of forces. Four types of forces in which the gravitational force is the weakest force. ठीक है? Now see the next. Now see the next type of force, that is weak nuclear force. Second type of force is weak nuclear force. Student, this type of force is acting during the nuclear process between the elementary particles. Repeating, weak nuclear force is acting during the nuclear process. किसके बीच में? तो between the elementary particles, like beta decay. Like this is the beta decay. This is one of the nuclear process in which there will be beta ray decays. ठीक है? So during this beta decay, some elementary particles evolve from the process, and in this elementary particles there are two electrons and antineutrino particles. Antineutrino particles. ठीक है? These type of elementary particles evolves during the beta decay, and the force, attractive force acting between these type of particles is called the weak nuclear force. Repeating, the force acting between the elementary particles during the nuclear process is called the weak nuclear force. And this weak nuclear force is near about, remember this, 10 power 25 times, 10 to the power 25 times the gravitational force. Gravitational force. Okay? So this is the, what is weak nuclear force? Weak nuclear force is the force acting between the elementary particles during the nuclear process, like example of a beta decay, and it is a weak nuclear force that is 10 power 25 times the gravitational force. You know that gravitational force is the weakest force. So इसका 10 to power 25 times क्या है? Weak nuclear force. ठीक है? Next, third is electromagnetic force. Electromagnetic force. See this. I think you have heard about this force, electromagnetic force. Actually, in this force, there are two forces including electrostatic force. Which two forces are there? Electrostatic force, and second thing is magnetic force. Magnetic force. Combination of these two, electrostatic force and magnetic force, is called electromagnetic force. Actually, because you know that in class 10th you have learned how to convert the magnetic field into the electric current, and electric current, with the help of electric current we can produce the magnetic field also. So both are interrelated to each other. कौन से दोनों? About the electric current, and the electric current means it refers to the charges. ठीक है? So charges या magnetic force both are interrelated to each other. So combination of these two gives you the topic that is electromagnetic force. ठीक है? In electromagnetic force, first is electrostatic force. Electrostatic force means the force, electric force acting between the two charges, stationary charges. Important thing, this force that is given by coulombs, F equals to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. This is the formula used for calculating the electrostatic force acting between the two charges q1 and q2. Like this, if two charges q1 and q2, first thing, these two charges should be stationary. ठीक है? These two charges should be stationary, and point charges, these two should be point charges q1 and q2 separated with distance r. Then the electrostatic force acting between these two charges is given by 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square, where 4 pi epsilon naught, this symbol is epsilon naught. ठीक है? अभी आपको इसकी जरूरत नहीं है. In class 12th you will see this symbol and you will understand what is this meaning. ठीक है? What is the meaning of this symbol? Leave it here. Just see, this is the constant 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. This is the constant, and q1 q2 by r square. ठीक है? So this is the electrostatic force acting between the two stationary charges. Stationary means रुके हुए charges. So this is the electrostatic force. And second thing, you know that magnetic force. Magnetic force means the force acting between the like poles and unlike poles of the magnet. Like poles repel each other, unlike poles attract each other, and the force acting between the poles is called magnetic force. So combination of these two, है ना, electrostatic force and the force acting between the poles of the magnet, both are called electromagnetic force. And this electromagnetic force is near about 10 power 35 times. Yeah, in some book it is given 36. 10 power 36 times stronger than gravitational force. Gravitational force. Which one? Electromagnetic force. Electromagnetic force is near about 10 power. This is near about 10 power 36 times stronger than the gravitational force. I am again here comparing this third type of force with the weakest natural force, that is the gravitational force. तो इससे कंपेयर किया तो कितना मिला हुआ है, याद रखेंगे 10 power 36 times stronger. ठीक है, या you can say that the gravitational force is 10 power 36 times weaker than this electromagnetic force. ठीक है, so this was the third natural force. Next is last type of natural force. ठीक है, जिसमें बताया मैंने कि there are 4 different types of forces. So in which the last is strong nuclear force. Strong nuclear force. See here, strong nuclear force. Students, this is the force by which, या कहते हो कि by virtue of which the atoms exist. Atoms exist means existence of atom depends on the existence of its nucleus. And you know that what are the particles, what are the elements in the nucleus? They are proton and neutron. ठीक है ना, in the nucleus of the atom, protons and neutrons both exist together. And this existence between the existence of the proton and neutron in the small central part that is called the nucleus, this is due to only strong nuclear force. It means the protons and neutrons, force acting between protons and neutrons, this is the strong nuclear force. Repeating again, protons and neutrons in the nucleus coexist, साथ में रहते हैं दोनों. This is because of only strong nuclear force. And also this force is acting between the different protons in the nucleus. It is also acting between the different neutrons existing in the nucleus. ठीक है, तो different protons के बीच में लगने वाला force, different neutrons के बीच में लगने वाला force, and protons and neutrons के बीच में लगने वाला force in the nucleus is the strong nuclear force. And this is the force by which the atoms exist. So सबसे strongest force हुआ in the nature, that is strong nuclear force, and it is near about 10 power 38 times stronger than gravitational force. See here, I am again comparing this fourth type of force with the weakest natural force, that is the gravitational force. क्या बताया गया हुआ है? Near about 10 power 38 times stronger. Which one? Strong nuclear force is near about 10 power 38 times stronger than the gravitational force. So this is about the strong nuclear force. ठीक है, तो just we have discussed here the different four natural types of forces, 4 fundamental forces. You can also say that these are the 4 fundamental forces in the nature. Tomorrow in the next class we will see some more topics. Some more means very few topics are remaining in this chapter, in which we will see the basic quest of the physics, two basic quest of the physics, and the scope. This, you know that you should know that there is a very wide range of the physics. So tomorrow in tomorrow's class we will see the wide range of the physics and the basic quest in the physics. So तब तक के लिए thank you very much and God bless you. Keep learning, keep studying. Thank you.